Students from all over Gibraltar have marched from Casemates Square here to number 6 Convent Place during school hours to protest over an issue they say cannot be ignored any longer: climate change. The Gib School Strike for Climate is part of a global movement. Over 500 students, as well as teachers and government officials, are here today to protest the issue, and they are led by 13-year-old local activist Iona Saccarello. She was inspired by Greta Thunberg to fight for the issue of climate change.
This is the single biggest issue, I think, of the time right now, because we have the UN have said that if in 12 years we do not reduce global warming by 1.5 degrees and we do not stop the temperature rising by more than 1.5 degrees, then it's going to be irreversible.
Why do you think missing school is the way to get their attention?
Because it shows that we value this problem more than 2 lessons at school, because it is so much more important than just 2 lessons at school. This is the single biggest issue of our time.
And Gib is obviously a very small place contributing to a very global issue. So what difference can we make, and how can we make that difference?
Well, simple, small things that we do, like recycling, using car less, walking, maybe buying an electric car next time. But now it is just too close to 12 years' time. So, we need big changes, and we need that from the policy makers.
We're here today because we want to support the environment, because we want a better environment, so when we're older we don't have to deal with it ourselves, because the adults nowadays aren't doing what we want.
Well, I think it's a big problem in Gibraltar because we have a lot of cars relatively to the population, and that means there's a lot of gas emissions. And I think one of the reasons why we have so many health problems here is because of that. So I think it's an issue we need to tackle.
As the students marched to call on the government for action, some found it strange to see Minister for the Environment John Cortes marching alongside them in the call to action, as it is his department that they are trying to convince to enact change.
We've done a lot in reducing emissions from power by opening a new power station. We are moving on renewable energy. We are creating awareness and legislating on plastics. So we're doing a lot. There's a lot more to do.
And does the government condone them missing school today in order to protest this?
This is something that we respect. Young people have realized that this is the biggest problem facing the earth. Forget Brexit and forget all those kinds of things. This is the biggest existential threat to our planet. And therefore, if they're out in the streets instead of being at school, well, good for them.
I'm here because I want to be here, and regardless whether the minister gave his blessing or not, I would still be here. Many people are here because, they thought, well, we're going to get into a lot of trouble, but that's fine, I understand that. But now what we need is not just support, but now we need action from the government as well.
A clear message from our youth that they will fight for the decisive action needed.